Hey Taurus, welcome to your December Tarotscope. Just check the recording. Yes. Hey Taurus, welcome to your December Tarotscope with me, Michelle Knight. Anyway, let's just have a little look. First of all, I'm going to do a Celtic cross to get the flavour of December, and then I'm going to take it week by week. And we're going to see what's happening for Taurus in December. Taurus December. Okay, the first card, the Empress. Now, I always think the first card is very important. It's the centre of the Celtic cross. It's the heart of what's going on. And what's crossing that is judgment. A massive transformation is possible in December. A realisation, an awakening. But of course, it's up to you whether you listen to that awakening, whether you trot down the path to a new reality. Let me just lay them down and I'll tell you the rest. Okay, interesting. Oh, nice. Right, this is quite a contradictory reading on the surface. On the one hand, the middle, which as I say for me is super important because everything spins around that. The central issue is the Empress. So it's all about, particularly if you're a woman or you define yourself as a woman, on any level, there's a sense of coming into your power and being completely grounded enough to deal with whatever's coming. And the Empress is an interesting card because it's the card where she appears to be doing nothing, because she knows that things are going to come to her. Because guess what? She's the Empress. She's on her throne. She's like, yeah, I'm seeing here, I've already proved myself and things are going to come to me. And if I want it, it's there. I can be chilled out about it. So that's your vibe. On some level, you're feeling good. You're in touch with your sexuality. She's sitting there with her legs open, feeling good with the Venus symbol. And you're like, yeah, here I am. And actually, that's a great energy to have. When we believe in ourselves, when we trust in ourselves, when we realise that we are worth it, yeah, that's when the energy flows. Now, interesting that judgment is crossing her because it means there's a revelation there. And you have a choice what to do with that revelation. But in my experience, when judgment comes, when we become aware, it's very important that we, follow through. It's easy sometimes. Let's say we're in a relationship that's not working. We know it ain't working, but we're like, I think I'll wait a year, or, I'll wait another 6 months. And this can go on for years and years. And then you become stuck in this limbo, not doing what your heart and your soul and your energy kind of wants you to do. So, it's not necessarily about relationships. It could be any area in your life where there needs to be change, where you've already seen the light. Are you going to follow through? Or are you going to sit there, which is, I have a Taurus sun. Mother was a Taurus. I have Taurus midheaven. Quite familiar with the Taurus energy in particular. It's one of the closest signs to me. And I know, my beloveds can sometimes get stuck and go, just the love of the familiar is very much a typical Taurus thing. So if you're a typical Taurus and you love your routine, I have to say, astrologically, there's been a lot of shake-ups for you. And the energy is saying, oh, come on now, move through. You only have to move through the things that in your heart aren't working. No one's asking you to move through things that, you love and you feel are on your right vibration. Anyway, and what is interesting is beneath, the unconscious, the down below of the Celtic cross is you may be feeling a bit defensive, like you don't want anyone to push you. But because it's in that position, you might even be feeling defensive with yourself. Like, rah, why does everybody want me to do this? And that's your inner voice kind of misguiding you, not supporting you in change, trying to keep you stuck. So does your inner voice keep you stuck? Does your inner voice encourage you to do things that in your heart of hearts are not good for you? If so, start chatting with that inner voice. I always like to put an extra card on this card. And you've got Temperance, so that's really interesting. It's like finding your true balance, and obviously this is a major arcana card and it's going on top of a minor arcana card, so this one trumps that Temperance is going find your balance, and then boom, boom, shakalaka, everything is revealed and becomes much easier. There may have been a situation for you as you lead up to December where you're feeling a bit angry, or there's other angry energy, or you're like, you feel like you're going in the wrong direction. Let it go. You know, that energy is moving out in December. Let it go. Look at where it's coming from. In fact, it's always useful to look at what winds us up, because it's normally a wound that we need to heal. But let it go. And if you're dealing with someone who's got anger issues, you know, make sure that you set healthy boundaries, so you're not letting that anger kind of overwhelm you. Find support, seek support, get help if somebody's really aggressive with you in any way, shape or form, including being emotionally aggressive. It's important that you go, right, okay, this is it, that's my line, and don't cross that line. There's lots of journeying and balancing, and you finding yourself, what it means to be balanced. How balanced do you feel at the moment? How are you going to seek your balance in December? It will be a key to leading you through to the next vibration for you, the next sea of possibilities. Somebody might be making you an offer, possibly another earth sign, but somebody very grounded. There may be someone who's kind of said, look, you know, this is what I want to offer you, this is how I feel for you, and they could be quite genuine. It looks like that they have their feet on the ground. It's not, you know, someone to avoid. And you should be feeling more in touch with yourself, because not only have you got the Empress there, you've also got the Nine of Pentacles. So you're like, yes, you know, I feel like I've worked hard and I deserve some of the good things in life. I've put the effort in, and I believe that I can receive some of this good stuff. And the fact is, again, once we believe we're worth it, it makes it a lot easier for things to come our way. And so it's looking like you're grounded and successful. You've also got in your outcome, you've got the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, but you've also got the Five of Pentacles. So there may be a situation where, yeah, you know, things improve for you in terms of abundance, but you're still feeling like a little bit lost, because I've known many people that have got everything they thought they wanted financially, blah, 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 and then they're like still not happy because there's something else going on, that it's not just things, and it's not just even, I'm not even talking about money, like even getting the job of your dreams or the relationship of your dreams. There can still be something that needs resolving. So let me see what that is. What is it that's missing here? It could be to do with some emotional grief connected to the past, connected to a person that's slightly unresolved. But do you know what? I'm getting major opportunity around career and abundance for you this month in the outcome, and you feeling like you're starting to achieve, that things are bursting forward, and you're putting your passion into action. You know, and again, that's key. Don't just dream about it, cast spells about it. Take the first steps to action, and there should be great rewards for you this month. Oh my God, on that. Yeah, also great friends around you, and you feeling really good. And the potential to succeed is huge. And it's like, don't trap yourself. Don't hold yourself back. You are worthy of succeeding, and you can do it. You've got it in you. And again, I'm not talking just about money. It could be that you want to succeed in doing something for a charity, whatever it is that floats your boat. You know, you can do it. It's all here for December. But in a way, it's about leaving things behind, particularly, you know, things that maybe you've already left behind, but you still think about sometimes. You know what I mean? Maybe it's an energetic thing. Could be someone that you're thinking about from years and years ago, but you keep falling back to that thought. And it's about, you know, healing and releasing that. Let's see what what's going to happen week by week. Let's see if we can tune in and pick up anything. Okay, this is a general reading. It's not astrology, which I do and adore. This is tuning in. You can use it symbolically. You can use your intuition to tune in and pick out what's right for you, and find the bits and weave it in to help you in whatever way. I hope, fingers crossed. That's the point anyway. Okay, hold on. Taurus December. So really we're looking at the themes and the energy of December. Oh, tempted to be very naughty in the first week of December. Okay, first week of December, we've got confusion. We've got the moon again, and then we've got the devil. Now, the devil, which I always call the sex and drugs and rock and roll card, it's like addiction, like going back to something that we do that's kind of self-destructive but delicious. And with those other cards, it's almost as if you're trying to fight that battle within yourself, or trying to just keep away from things that are deliciously destructive, but that energy is still there, certainly at the first week. But you sense it, you know, the moon is tricky, but it's your intuition telling you that something's tricky. So do not ignore your intuition. You know, what I love about the devil card is if you look, the people that are chained up at the front, they can just lift the chains over their head and move forward. So it's up to you. In the second week, you may be very social, mixing with people, family dynamics, but still a little bit unsure about where you're going. You know, a little bit in doubt. Maybe you're taking on other people's problems. Sometimes, you know, that can create emotional stress for us. It's a great thing to do. I think it's very important to support and love each other. But look at where your boundaries are when it comes to particularly family members. If you're doing things and you've got things to do, how much space do other people in your life allow you? Well, actually, it's not about them allowing you. How much, you know, how is your balance within that dynamic? I think the third week is when you've got the opportunities around you. You've got the sense of, you know, the Ace of Wands and the money card. But it's important who you trust with that information. If you're around anybody that sabotages you or kind of doesn't believe in your dreams, try and kind of cocoon yourself from that in the third week. Try and focus on what you want to do. Try and be clear. Believe in yourself. Put yourself in a space where you're surrounded by people that kind of understand your dream and want to support what you're doing creatively, whatever that is. Otherwise, again, there can be people, you know, they don't necessarily mean any harm, but they may want to stop you changing and transforming because it's going to impact your relationship with them, and it may be coming from a place of fear within them. Keep yourself very pure, very clear, very honest, and very direct in that third week. And also, there may be someone around you, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, who's having some problems around their own work around that time, but that should move forward for them. But again, you're distracted by being a loving heart and supporting people around you. Could even be a father figure or somebody who means a lot to you, who's a bit of a mentor. Anyway, there could even, I'm going further now, but early next year, there could even be a move around you or a change, because you're kind of shifting everything in December. It's like there's a massive clarity coming where you see what you need to do and you find it within yourself. You find that spark in yourself to do it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Take care and lots of love. Have a fabulous Christmas.